Right, it's time for the sketchbox. I think it's November's. I'm not sure. Hello everyone, Sam here. How are you all? Good, right. Let's get into it. I have left it for a couple of days, so it's fine. Leave packages for a few days and you're okay. Hopefully. Right. There's a lot in here, okay? Wow, there's a lot. Okay, we've got... Ooh, it's a sepia coloured... Oh, it's one of those brush marker things. I can never figure out what I'm doing. So this bodes well for us, doesn't it? I'll open that in a sec. Ooh, okay. A Stampers Big Brush Pen. Yes, it is big, isn't it? Faber-Castell Pit Artist Pen Big Brush Pink Madder Lake. Okay. Ooh, oh. There's about 3 of one thing. Okay, let's get this first. Oh, a Tombow. I love my Tombow. Tombow. This is one of their alcohol ones. I've got a few of these from other boxes. I can't remember which one. But these are quite nice. You've got your brush tip. And your... Wow, that's... Yeah, chisely. Wow, there's another thing. Oh, okay. It's E11. I do know that I've got this, but I also know I use it a lot. And some of mine are running out and I don't know what to do. I can't really afford to be, you know, replacing them, but okay. Oh, there's another. Oh my lord. Yeah, it keeps coming. It keeps coming. We'll got a Spectra. I believe chisel. Oh, is this a blender? Chisel and a brush. I'm pretty sure that's a blender. Yep, blender. And then we've got 3 of these. What are these? These are so cute. Colour Twin Brush from Mon Ami. Sure that's French for love or something. Got NG00, YG30 and BG20. So big brush and little brush, is that? Oh, got a little brush and a big brush. That's unusual, isn't it? I'm gonna have brush and something, but okay, we'll have a go at those. And then we have the list of stuff. Oh, look at that. I like that. Who's this by? This is by Terra de Heart. There's all her information there. And a layout pad. Block layout. This custom 4x9 pad is brought to you by Sketchbox and I couldn't even say Sketchbox, so how am I going to say that? But by them, so it's got a little cockerel. There you go. So if you would like to pause and read, if I could get my ring light out the way, this is what we've got. What is the paper? A custom designed pad for this month's box. This paper is great for all types of markers. Its flat, smooth texture helps to create smooth transitions and prevents bleed through when layering markers. Okay, we shall have a go. So this is what we've got. Right, for these, took me ages to figure this out, but you take off the whatever coloured ring it is. It's generally like a different colour to the rest of it. And then you screw it back on and it should then start coming out, is the idea. Oh, let's really look at that point. That is, needs a steadier hand than I've got. Let's give it a little squeeze. You can start seeing it coming through. Oh, if you squeeze it, it's like, way. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. This is really thin, by the way. Can you see that? We'll see. I think actually I'm going to put something behind it. I've torn a really pathetic bit of printer paper. That didn't work out as well as I meant, but okay. Right, is this coming through? Oh, well, it's much lighter than I thought it was going to be. I have trouble with these. These are, I believe, water based. It's a light fast water based pigment ink. And I have trouble with the water base. It always eats up the paper, although this is actually doing okay on this paper. It doesn't spread like alcohol markers, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with it. So, you know, this bodes well for you watching this. Let's have a look. Okay. I did that quite a lot, and you can see it, kind of. But it's not coming through, so happy with that. Next we have the big guy, the big brush. What's in that? Is there something in that? I don't know. It's a Pink Madder Lake. What is that? Is that a thing? These are, what are these? Brush pen features a thick barrel, which helps fight against hand fatigue and often offers more alcohol-based ink in the barrel. Okay, so this will help my hand fatigue, apparently. And this is alcohol-based. It's a little streaky. Don't you think? Can you see that? Let me get my other sketchbook. This is my testing page. This is my lectern. They're normally bullet journals is what I know them doing, but I saw this and I thought, I'm trying that. And I like it so far. I filled out like one page. Can you see? It seems less streaky on this paper. Or is that just me? I don't know. Seems that way. What's this one like on this paper? It seems less streaky. What do you think? Okay, let's keep going, and I'll test it on that page as well. Now you got your Copic. You can't go wrong. Copic or Copic? I'm sure it's Copic. Whenever I hear it said, it's Copic. See, look at that. Look at the smoothness. Oh, I do love a Copic. And on here, you can see this red is Copic as well. Always use a red Copic to test things, because if that doesn't go through, nothing will. Let's have a look. It hasn't come through. I can't see it on this paper, but you can see it coming through there. Oops, and it's coming off the thing, so that's all right. I'm happy with that. I've got a Spectra. This is a, I assume, yeah, it's a blender. So I never know what to do with blenders. I am useless to you for this. It's picking it up though. I mean, there you go. I'm just doing it like that. And if you could blend this and this, because they're both alcohol, aren't they? So if we do that and we use this, that's awful. And I hate everything. No. Okay. Someone needs to tell me how to use a blender. I've never figured it out, but let's just put that over there. Let's just leave that there. This is the Tombow. This is the alcohol one. So maybe this would be better to blend. But you can see the difference, I think, between the Copic and these. That's why you pay the extra money. Some things you pay extra money for, it was never worth them extra money. These, I think they kind of are. But that's an interesting colour. It's kind of like dirty sand. What is it? It'd be a number. P992 if you were interested. Next we have these three. Okay. Let's try the big one. Oh, that's a sound. That's a sound you want to hear. Isn't that weird? It's like pockmarked. Let's get this out again. It's completely gone the wrong way around. But interesting. Can you see it's all like little, it's spotty. On both bits of paper, so that's interesting. It looks really wet as well. Oh, interesting. I mean, if that's what you're looking for, you're getting it. I like the colours. It's just, I'm not sure about that. It's a brilliant sound though. Can you layer these? It's really wet. You can see, like, when it goes, you get little divots in your paper. You can see it from the other side that it's kind of wet and warping the paper a bit. The Copic hasn't at all. Neither has this one. This one has a little, but when I'm going over it, these ones, they're awfully moist. You get a nice thin line, so I like that. interesting. How big is this thing? I don't see the point. Why have we got... Because I can get a nice point with the other one. Can you see any difference, really? So why has it got two brushes? Other than to call itself a colour twin brush. I like the colours. I'm not sure about the effect and how moist they are. But let's see what I'm going to do with this lot. I like this fella. I like this fella and this look. Let's have a look. Let's see what we get up to. Right, quick spoiler warning. This is my least favourite box. I did not enjoy this at all. I've done 3 different pictures. I'm playing them back really quickly just to get through the first 2. I could not figure out how to use these ruddy things. The last one, I used them in the most simplistic way I could. And I like the last one. The last one's okay, but it's just so simple. I tried different ways of using these and just no. I mean, look, she's got a spot on the end of her nose now. That didn't work. But anyway, this is a drawing of the 2 characters in the book I wrote for NaNoWriMo, which is, if you have a look, there's a video. I did a video every day that I was doing it, and it's on there. If you fancy reading it, it's on there. You can read it. Please don't have a go at the spelling or stuff, because I didn't edit it. It's just written and uploaded and boom, done. But anyway, there's these 2 characters. They're redheads, but I didn't have red. I had pink, and I tried to layer these to try and get a darker pink at least. And well, I got a darker pink, a very muddy darker pink. And no matter what I did, they're so streaky. Look at these ones. These ones are so streaky. The way I use them in the final picture is pretty much the only way I could use them to actually use the streakiness, because I no matter what I did, it was just streaky. It was just bad, but oh dear. So I tried my best. This one is a complete washout. I try to use the grey for shading, and that goes completely wrong. Don't do that. Just don't do that. But we live and we learn. That's what these tests are for. To find out what not to do is just as helpful as doing it. I'm telling myself that, and I can't do shoes. I've decided I just can't do shoes. But that brown, that sepia one, it's look at the look. There's no getting a clean surface with that. I can't figure them out. Just can't figure them out. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. But anyway, this is the first attempt. It's an attempt. I use everything, so I did, the challenge. But yeah, by this stage, I'm just giving up. I'm just giving up. Moving on. Please move on. Let's just move on to the next catastrophe, shall we? So this time I decided, let's, use them in a different way. I've said it before, I hate doing this with markers. What's the point of having stuff in a marker if you're just going to use it like a palette? But there you go. This is I finally got my hands on an ELO sketchbook. This is in the ELO sketchbook. What's happening up there in the top left-hand corner? What's going on there? And in the tree. Actually looks quite good in the tree. It gives a tree-like effect. But what is that speckling? What's happening? Why me, basically? Just why me? But anyway, yeah, there you go. Using water with these things and a brush. Kind of cheaty because there's not a brush that came in the pack. But by this stage, I don't care, and I just want to attempt to produce something. In the end, I kind of go a bit abstract and see if that's going to work. Yeah, the water does not help once you've put it on the paper. Water does not help. So that's another thing. And they eat up the paper. And I do use the paper that they gave us in the end. It's not much different, really, to be honest. It still kind of eats it up, but you go a more simple way of flat colours and not trying to blend or do anything. It's a bit different, but I don't know. Did you lot get this box? If you do, let me know, because I'd love to see what somebody else did with these. I mean, the other ones are alcohol markers, but they're not very good. I've got my one Copic in this, which is fine, But yeah, not my favourite things, and I cannot handle watercolour markers or water markers, water-based markers. There you go. And from watching like other YouTubers do this and use them, I don't know, can anybody figure out how to use them? Seriously, has anybody ever? Because everyone's like, I don't know how to use these things. I don't like this. Why? Just why? But anyway, also another fun fact. A bit later on, I recorded this in like, I think 3 segments just because I kept getting interrupted and stuff. And the last one I recorded in slow-mo by accident because I've got a new phone and I was just faffing about with the lighting way too much to try and, figure out how I was recording. So the last bit was recorded in slow-mo. But then I fast forward it by I think 2000 and that worked. So little thing for you there. You can actually play it back slow-mo and fast forward it and it looked all right. But anyway, little side note there. By the end, I give up and I'm just like, I'm just sticking pink over all this because it just wasn't working and all that dappled effect. Look at the bottom. What's going on there? Why has that happened? I know it's a sketchbook and it's not meant for water really, but you expect a bit of your paper changing shape. You don't expect that. That's too much. Oh well, we'll have to see if it's water or if it's the stuff. But I've only just got the thing. I've had an ELO sketchbook before and it's been fine. Oh well, we live and we learn. I like the trees. I do like the trees. I think I would have liked the sky if it hadn't gone all dappled. That's about it really. And now I'm just shoving a load of pink on it just because, well, I've given up. Let's see what this looks like. And this, that grey one, bit more of this. Oh, slap a bit of green on it. Why not? This is kind of what's going through my head right now. I've ruined it. Everything's terrible. What the hey. But anyway, that was that one. Bit of pink. That'll help. So this one is on the paper that we got with the box. And I just do it so simply. Those ones there, the jewel ones, they are streaky and they're just going to be streaky. So I just thought, well, okay, we'll just do this effect. And the thing, if you look on the paper behind or sort of practicing, it looks quite effective, these flowers that I end up doing with it. I quite like that. And I use this sepia coloured water marker just over the top just to give it a bit more depth, I suppose. The other behind, and these short sharp sort of flicks that I'm doing work very well. This is the only way I found to use these supplies anywhere near effectively, and quite frankly the pink I use very little of. There's a little touch of pink, but oh dear. I mean, you see behind me that flower on the sketchbook and I tried to sort of cover it or surround it with the pink. It's so damn streaky. And if I go over it any more than that, it's just going to eat the paper up. I'm moaning a lot, aren't I? I mean, generally, I've always liked the boxes, this one and other ones. And even if it's not your type of thing, you can tell that how you're supposed to use them, even if you're not very good at it. But these aren't very good. They're not good supplies. I'm sure in somebody else's hand, like an actual artist's hand, they'll be good. But no, I was disappointed in this box. There, I said it. Generally, Sketchbox is actually my favourite one. I've had some really interesting stuff in there. And maybe that's it. They take a few more risks, maybe. Don't know. But I like these flowers. I admit, I think they look pretty good. Just this sort of flicking the pen. That I'm happy with. Here's my little blob person. And he's finding another little blob person growing in the ground. That's what's going on here, and very, very happy about it. Happy little fella. Look at that, a big nose. Just a little blobby fella. No idea. I just gave up. I just gave up and thought, right, I'm just doing this. I'm happy with this one, actually. I quite like it. This is the Copic, and it's a Copic, so that's it. You can see it's really moist on this paper. if you see, it got a bit streaky there because the ink isn't soaking in, is that the right word, into the paper. That's the difference that I could tell. It doesn't seep in. It just kind of sits on the surface for a little while anyway, just a few seconds. But that was different. I'm using this other one, the Tombow, which is also an alcohol, just to give it a bit of shading. It's not the nicest colour, but it does go, I think, as much as we could with the Copic. Here's the pink. I'm just diluted it in some water, and they've got little pink noses. And that's as far as I'm going with that pink. Okay, it's not my thing. I really want to like them. I've got some of the Pit Artist things, and they just sit there staring at me because I've no idea what I'm supposed to do with them. But I do want to like these, but I just don't see why you would use them if you've got an alcohol marker. You know, that flicky business with the flowers, yeah, okay. But if you want anything like smooth, you want an alcohol marker, surely. I don't know. But anyway, this is what I ended up with, and I'm happy with this. I thought I'd show you the other two just because I did them, and just so you know what these, work like together. I won't be looking in. Sometimes I get these boxes and I really like something and I go and buy a load of it because I enjoyed it, but I will not be buying any of these. They're not my thing at all, just not in this thing. Other than doing these little lines, I can't figure out what to do with it. You can't fill in a big space with it. And why? Just why? I don't know. But anyway, there you go. That's what I did. I hope you enjoyed my agony. Please like and subscribe. Oh, I put a little bit of this on, and this paper buckled like anything, but it was only a little bit at the bottom. But anyway, that's what I did. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Oh yeah, that little smile. He's happy. See? Just a little sleepy one. Anyway, see you next time. Bye.